I was 14 years old when I had my first real experience of pornography. I thought I shouldn't be doing this. And I was taking any opportunity that I could, rushing home from school at the end of the day to make sure I was the first one home, making sure that I was up late after other people. At that point we had one family computer, there were no smartphones, no tablets, and so we had a PC in a study. It had a glass door, but we had coats on the back of the door, so it was kind of like my waking thoughts were dominated by it, replaying images that I'd seen or thinking ahead to the next opportunity that I would have to get in front of the computer. I wasn't functioning the same as I used to do. I started taking more risks as well, so it was no longer just when I was on my own in the house. My brother caught me. He's about just over a year older than me. I just raged at him for invading my privacy, and I had no right to speak to him the way that I did. And actually I'm not that sort of person. I've done with having shared it with somebody. So when I talk to people about this, I'm so strong about accountability with people. Finding somebody that you trust, that you can talk to, who's not going to judge you, who's not going to have a go at you about it, but who will help you to make a change. On that Sunday, right, that's it, I'm stopping now. And I would go home and I would delete a bunch of stuff, or everything that I had, but it wouldn't be long before I went back to it. And I just couldn't seem to break out of that cycle of guilt, deleting, returning, and then guilt again, and it just kept going round and round and round. And as the years went by, I just became more and more desperate, more and more aware of the fact that I couldn't break that cycle on my own. We went to a youth camp called Soul Survivor. People would give talks about God. I'm sure it was good, like the stuff that he was saying, there was some truth in there, but he shouted out over the crowd, "There's something on you. God can see it, and I can see it." Like, there were about 10,000 young people there. He wouldn't have just picked out me. But I was really scared in that moment. I said, "God, I can't do this on my own. I need you to do something." Jesus, in that moment, completely set me free from the addiction that I'd experienced. And not only that, but in those 12 years since, he's been showing me that there's a better way of living in Jesus.